A video on the Seventh-day Adventists. Well, so here's the thing. I'm going to keep doing these videos if people ask, but I have discovered that a lot of people don't actually understand what their churches teach. A lot of people sit in a church, they just listen to their pastor, but they never actually look into the fundamental doctrines of their denomination or their church. And so if you're a Seventh-day Adventist and I get something wrong, please keep in mind I did research on this on your own official website. So you might want to ask your church leadership about it. So here's what I found. First off, as they are today, they're not too far off, but they are very legalistic. So they do hold that the Saturday is a Sabbath, and since the Jews originally worshipped on Saturdays, they keep to that. That in and of itself, I don't think is a bad thing, although they do make it a commandment from God, which it's not. Aside from that, they do believe in the death, resurrection of Christ as payment for sins in faith alone. Now, they do hold that good works is evidence of your faith, which I would agree with. However, they do take it a little step further and they say that God will use your good works to judge whether or not you were truly saved. That I do kind of have a problem with, because it's not based off of our works. Yes, our works are evidence here, but God knows the heart. That much is biblical. God doesn't need to evaluate our works to figure it out. He's omniscient. They are very legalistic when it comes to the body. They do believe that the body is a temple of God. Okay, that's good. You should take care of it. Okay, that's good. But they make it almost biblical law that you have to be healthy, well, and all that stuff. So again, very strict, very legalistic. Now, the biggest problem that I have is their founding. They were founded by a woman who claimed to be a prophetess, and she had prophecies, many of which did not come true. And the higher echelons of the SDA church still, hold that as important, while I'm sure many people in the church itself might not have even ever heard of them. The key tenet that they believe that you are saved by faith in Christ, who died and then was buried for 3 days and rose, and then we have a promise of a resurrection by faith. I have no problem believing there are definitely saved people in SDA.